It was November 2022. SILVERRUN Forest had just come out, and I don't know about you, but I played it to absolute death. And since then, I saved and quit, and I've just come back to it, and I can't remember anything that I did here. So this is an old map brought to life again, because, well, I mean, you know, it's such a fantastic map, and I just wanted to revisit it. So let's look at some of the clues, because I can't remember exactly what happened when I last played this on this map. So we have an iron furnace here. This is the land that we own just here. There's this field 42 and all these trees here, some of which are gone. We have an iron furnace. We have metal making. We have a Gervile bale making machine here, and some bales that are silage, and this one over here is not silage. This is 9% fermenting. So we have this grass here which is precision farmed, and also we have all these productions here: the barrel factory, the furniture factory. You can see them all as I go through them, and the iron furnace, which is just here. And talk about the iron furnace, let's go to the mine shaft, because here I seem to have lots of belt systems and augers, etc. And so maybe that's because it's easier to put all this stuff into your trailer with the belt system than with those yellow machines that you used to use. These ones over here. So the other thing I need to look at is if we've got any animals, and also if we've got, we have some forestry machines. I want to keep this one because this is a good machine for picking up wood, and this trailer I think is being used at the moment. We do have this trailer here which is owned by us, so the other one's being used and has something in it. So where do we start? I think that since I finished on this map last time, we have the premium expansion just here. So there's lots of stuff in the premium expansion, but one thing is we can now plant red beet, carrots and parsnips, and I'd like to do that on SILVERRUN because that would be a novelty. So we don't actually have a field to do it, so the aim today is to buy a field somewhere and start the process. So I think that what I will do, we own this little field here, but I would like to have a fairly small field. This one's a bit far away. I think I'll go for 39, and how much is number one rather, which is 92,000. Okay, we don't have 92,000, so what we need to do is go to our truck and see if we can overload some of this iron ore. Okay, there's not much room in there, but we need to pick up some stuff to sell. But before I do that, I would like to go to the shop, because I couldn't help noticing there's something at the shop. Just here. So if we go to the shop, the thing here is this, a conveyor auger belt system thing. Conveyor, yes. So let's get in it if we can, start it up and drive over to the sell point here at 3 miles an hour. Well, it's in it, isn't it? So, and then we can sell this, because I don't think we'll need this unless we put like a meridian silo down, which you'll need it for. But I'm going to sell this, and maybe we can just get another one if we need it. So yeah, let's repaint it and let's sell it. Okay, we didn't get much for it. Anyway, let's get some stuff loaded on here. Might as well start with this metal, and because we're on console, I'm on the Xbox Series X, I don't have auto load, but I do have some kind of super strength. So let me just put all this stuff on here. And we need to find a bit more stuff to sell, so let's look at our productions. And I think I'll go to the furniture factory because there seems to be a lot of stuff in there. So Let's tag it, and I will see you when I get there. So, here we are. Might as well leave it running. We seem to have picked up all the collectibles because I just had a look in here, and you can see on the bottom right, collectibles collected 20. So that's all done. So we can't rely on collectibles anymore. We've collected them all, and we seem to have spent all the money. Anyway, let's get all this stuff put on. There's a lot more stuff here than I thought there was actually, and I'm just thinking to myself, I wonder if the roller coaster, I'm sure it's working, but I wonder if it needs anything. Let's just visit it, just here. So, required materials, next step. Yes, it's working, but it needs stuff that it doesn't have. Wood beams, planks and prefab walls. Okay, we'll do that later on, but for now let's go back to our truck. And I don't really... oh, I didn't expect that to happen. But anyway, I don't really want to go to the train because I have to get all this stuff off. I don't have, you know, auto load or anything. So let's find another sell point. Okay, which is going to be SILVERRUN Market. And what I should do actually is drive through the roller coaster sort of sell point, and it can take what it needs, and then I go to SILVERRUN Market. So I'll see you at the roller coaster. I just need about 90,000 for that field that we mentioned at the start, because I'd like to start doing carrots on SILVERRUN Forest, which is a naughty. But anyway, let's see what this needs anyway. And we nearly have 90,000. We have it now, but we've still got all this stuff to sell, so no. Okay, fine. Alright, I'm just going to go over the road over here, and I'm not sure if metals I could sell metal here, but I'll sell what I can. Brilliant. That's very good. So, we have the money we need now. So, let's just go back to the farm and pick up the tractor that we have. And I can't remember which tractor it is. It must be a Class or a Deutschfahr. It's a Class, yeah, a Class Arian 660. So, first thing we need to do is to go and get an Azaria Scout to analyse the field that we're about to buy. I'll see you at the field anyway. Do you know what? I've changed my mind about buying that big field. I've come down here to field 3 to buy this because if we're going to do carrots, carrots are very high yield and they take ages to harvest, and I don't want to be harvesting carrots on a massive field because it's going to take a long time. So let's see what's on this field now. Barley growing. Okay, so barley, but we have to put carrots in the ground now because the time for planting carrots is April, May and June, I think. So what I'm going to do is cultivate the barley. I'm sorry, barley, but I'm going to cultivate you. But first of all, I'm going to analyse this field. Oh, well, I'm going to buy it first of all. So let's go to this and field number 3 down here. And yes, it's not just a field, it's the surroundings. There's some wood here as well. Okay, we'll buy it. It's more than I wanted to pay, but that's fine. We'll buy it. So now we own it, and we're going to do some stuff on it. So, first things first. Let's get our Zarya Scout prepared. And we have crop destruction turned on, as you can see, but I do not want the barley, so it's all fine. And let's get analysing. I think there was a collectible down here at that house over there, but we've collected all the collectibles, unfortunately. I should go and get them and put them all back. I can't really do that. They're all in that museum thing, aren't they? So, let's just wait for the result. Okay, it looks like we have some silty clay, which isn't good, but fine. Okay, fine. And I think that vegetables like carrots grow okay in silty clay. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I think they do. So the next thing we have to do is cultivate this field, because it's a bit of a mess now. I've driven around it. So I'm going to use a disc harrow because it's, you know, we're using precision farming. I need to be as careful with the field as I can, and a cultivator is too much. So let's find ourselves a decent disc harrow. And I'd like to use the Farm It Soft at 11 PS. So I like that one, but our tractor is 200 horsepower, I think. I think we need a bigger tractor if we're doing proper farming, not just wood. So I'm going to use this one here, the Unia. We'll use this, and I'll just hire it. And while we're doing stuff in here, let's just send this back. Okay, let's go and pick up our disc harrow. I remember it being fairly easy to make money on this map, and I was just thinking there should be a barrier there because trains come through there. I could have got killed. Anyway, yeah, fairly easy to make money on this map. Because as long as you had wood coming through and you had some productions, they produced very quickly. So I'm not too worried at the moment about having, you know, just $20,000 or whatever. I think it'll soon come through, but we need to make sure we have enough wood going into the old sawmill. That was always the thing on this map, wasn't it? So, if we can just put this guy on a worker, and then I wanted to go and sort out the roller coaster. So let's go back to the truck, and I'm just thinking about this this iron furnace, because I'd like to take this off distributing for the moment, so we have some metal to sell. I wonder if that would make any difference. So if we go to right at the bottom, put it on storing. Oh, there's only 4 here. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. All right, so let's go to the roller coaster and see what we need to bring down, you know, to get that going again. I mean, I think we're over halfway through this roller coaster. I don't really remember where it was, because the word roller coaster is almost up there. It starts off that there's no word there. I can't fly because I'm on the Xbox, but you can't see it. Anyway, so we need wood beams. We need 1 of wood beams, 1 of planks, and 1 of prefab walls. Okay, let's go to the old sawmill. I don't know if they're there, but we'll go and have a look. Remember this? The old sawmill. And I remember when I did a series, well, last year in November, I think it was 2022, this is one of the first things I bought, because you need this to produce stuff elsewhere. So, what do we have at the old sawmill? It's all in that little shed there. We have a few things. We need a prefab wall, we need planks, and something else I can't remember. Wood beam, planks and prefab wall is what we need. How's this guy doing? Pretty well. So, okay, let's find some wood beams. What are these? Are these wood beams? Yes. One of these. And we need 1 planks. Oh, look at all the planks! We could sell all this stuff for a pretty penny. And 1 prefab wall, wasn't it? And I do have a mod installed where I can pick all this kind of stuff up. I can't. It's called liftable pallets or something. I think these are prefab walls. Yeah, they are. They were always here, weren't they? So that's all we need. We only need small numbers of each of these for the roller coaster. And while we're here at the old sawmill, how much wood is in here? Oh, it says there, 47,000 litres. That's quite a lot, actually. Yeah, it's like half full. So I've been busy when I last played on this map, which was ages ago, busy doing some forestry. So I don't need to do any forestry just yet. But when we do, I'm looking forward to it because I have the big sort of Volvo excavator and the big Volvo, the thing that picks up the wood, the lift all I think it's called. And it's really good fun doing forestry on this map and I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, first things first, let's go back to the roller coaster. Okay, this should be all the stuff that's needed for the next step. Let's see if it is. And the good thing is we get some money from that as well. So wood beams, yes. Planks, yes. And prefab walls, yes. So everything's in there for the next step. And I think we're fairly near the end, but we'll find out. We have all these bales here, which might make us a pretty penny because I don't know what we're going to use these for. We don't have any animals, and also this grass needs cutting. But what I'm thinking of doing is getting some sheep and buying this area here, which isn't actually, which I don't think is actually a field at the moment. It's just very, very flat and you could put anything you want on it. So I'm going to buy that and put some sheep on there and maybe some factories at some point. So that's this field cultivated and look at it, it's like a carpet or something. So okay, now I started the episode, we were on like real time, not 5 times time, and it just goes too slowly, so I've increased that. But the next thing we need to do is just jump out of here. pH is bad, nitrogen is terrible, so the next thing I always do with my precision farming is put slurry on the field. So let's go and get a slurry spreader. Right, we have the slurry spreader, but we don't seem to have any way of getting slurry. So I need to put down a viable slurry point, and I'm not sure if we own the space over here, I can put it down here. We do own the space over here, so I'll put it right by this little house here so they can always smell slurry when they come out of their doors. I don't think anyone's living there actually. Land is not owned by me, but we do own this bit here, so I'll put it here. And that should be alright, I don't think that'll interfere with anything. So, we can just fill up from this. And I hope we've got enough slurry for the whole field. I might need to sell like everything that we have for the highest price in the next episode or something, because I would really like to have a slurry spreader like this, because we're going to need it. But I do not have one. I have the John Deere sprayer, and I will use that at some point. But the next thing we need to do is put lime on the field. Now I have an experiment on this field to do, because I've planted carrots and stuff on Zielonka and I've ridged 3 fields, and the ridging seems to negatively affect the precision farming score, the tillage score. It's always like very low, the tillage, and I think it's because of ridging. So what I'm going to do is not ridge. I'm just going to plant the carrots directly into this seed bed here. So this should be a pretty perfect. Yeah, pH value perfect. Nitrogen will be corrected once it's first growth. And what's our precision farming score? 60 at the moment. So we've got this field down here, which is 57, which is a new field, and we've got this field up here, which seems to be in 2 parts. I don't know why, but 62 and 46. So not very high. So we need to harvest that grass, and we need to, well, you know, later on harvest these carrots to see what our score is then. And I hope it's 100%. That's really dangerous, actually. There should be a barrier there. I'm not planning to do a long series on SILVERRUN Forest. I just want to do one episode and see how it goes. Because, you know, I love the map. It's just a AAA map. It's a really excellent map. I really like it. You know, the quirks it has. But I would like to see if we can get a worker to do this, because this is like a square field, and I've got carrots selected, so that's fine. No ridging, because I think ridging is negative to precision farming. And let's just do this to finish off. So we now have carrots on SILVERRUN Forest, which is absolutely fantastic, and I need to turn my field stones off because I'm not a fan. But anyway, this is something I wanted to really get done in this episode, and it's done. So we need to finish the field off, and then I need to harvest to see if we get a good precision farming score. He's done. Yeah, see if we get a good precision farming score with no penalties for tillage. So, thanks very much for... I'm just going to leave it here for today. I'll just drive into the bush. Thanks very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Please like, please subscribe, please do everything. Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully see you again next time. Bye for now.